let's get to some drama here. And
Yeah.
because the Northern Super League actually has its first big player power moment here, where Latifah Abdu, the leading scorer for the Montreal Roses, is reportedly asked to leave the club, which is, a shocker for a lot of people. A star in her prime as well wants to walk away. What was your reaction when you heard this?
Stunned. I think this is drama that maybe arguably you think adds eyeballs to the league, people maybe tuning in that haven't before to see what's happening, but sent shockwaves, I think, through the league, through that locker room. Certainly, there was Gianna Creighton, who departed Halifax Tides following a mutual agreement between player and club. But she set the precedent, I guess, for this player-centric approach. If the player does want out, you know that the club, the league is going to work with them. But that player was struggling for playing time. So you send her on and you hope she has a better opportunity somewhere else. This is very different. This is arguably your face of the franchise, your first ever signing, a prominent player and personality league-wide. This was a bombshell, Andy. So it was apparently a misunderstanding that occurred during her technical assessment, according to sporting director Marinette Pichon, when they were evaluating her performance through the first half of this inaugural NSL year. And then the team had alerted Latifah and her agent that they wanted to trigger her option for 2026. And then I don't know if the misunderstanding was in the evaluation of her technical abilities or performance or with that option being triggered. But it was a surprising turn and one that I think even her teammates weren't expecting, that then the next communication is, I want from the player, and Latifah, I want my contract terminated. So it's a big deal. There was a great response because I saw this going one way or another. It was either going to galvanize the group, or they were going to get absolutely killed in the next game. No in between. And you saw them go to a very emphatic victory, a 2-0 win at home versus the Calgary Wilds. I imagine the player will be seeking a move back to Europe, where she was before, playing in Liga. I would find it very surprising if she found a move somewhere else in NSL. So I see her going elsewhere here, and the club has said they're going to do everything they can to facilitate a move for the player.
So if I'm understanding correctly, did she not like the assessment? Is that kind of what it seems to be leaning more towards, that she didn't
That
like the assessment that was given and just said, well, then fine. If that's the case, then let's move.
It could be that's what's being
Mm.
implied, or at least that's what we know at this point. But it seems a little bit strange that that could lead a player who was so foundational to the club, was emblematic of all the values that they wanted to espouse, both on the pitch and off the pitch, that all of a sudden she wants out.